Hey guys, and welcome to Subnautica. I'm going to show you how to extremely quickly get started in your first game and collect all your initial equipment. So if you're new, I recommend you climb out the top of the hatch, look at the direction of the aurora, turn around and go the other direction. So usually in the opposite direction, there's those creeper vine reefs. So we'll just swim around there. We're looking for these yellow pieces. So let's swim to your nearest one. We want about 6. 4 is fine, but 6 gives you enough. 4, 5, 6. 6 gives you enough to kind of get started. Remember, your initial oxygen is extremely low, so once you gather, it's not a bad idea to swim straight up back to the surface. So, okay. So now swim back towards your pod. Now we're looking for pieces of metal. They'll look like, well, pretty much big clumps of metal. Limestone also can yield titanium. So we got 1 titanium. But the big chunks of metal from the ship are your best bet. They look like this. So if you can collect about 4 of those, you'll have plenty. 2 or 3 is fine. I would recommend 3 over 2. So if you just swim around, you should see them relatively quickly. That's 2. And okay, don't see any, but there's be some around. So anyway, the other thing we're gonna need is, you see this blue fish? Nope. We'll need one of those. You're gonna need lots of them throughout the game, but for the moment we'll just need 2. So these, if you can find these big things, they are perfect. So you can often find stuff in here as well. Just showing you, but we have enough. So we're gonna head back. Perfect. Okay. So you don't really want to play with your oxygen too much early game. We'll immediately have a big boost to our oxygen here. So we're gonna go to the ship. Okay. So we use our fabricator here to fabricate what we need. So we're gonna turn this metal into titanium. I wouldn't recommend, if you have more than like 4, I wouldn't recommend doing it all because it takes up power. And everything we're going to do is going to use quite a bit of power here. You also want to make silicone. That's from our creep vine samples. Okay. Just looking at our power. We could probably do 1 more. 6 is always quite a bit, yeah. I have a little bit too much. So, 2 things we're going to make. We're going to make the survival knife. It's the basic melee weapon. And we're also going to make the air bladder. Lets you kind of float to the surface quicker. Kind of a pain that she talks over you, but we're going to make the fins. Fins let you just swim faster. And we're also going to make the tank, which gives you more oxygen. They should equip automatically. So, okay, so then the remaining items we need are, so are they here? Okay, the scanner and the repair tool. We need cave sulfur and battery. So we already have the copper, but if you don't have copper, you need to find copper from those outcroppings. Cave sulfur is the only one that's a little bit harder to find. So battery is 2 mushrooms, as seen, and a copper. But to find the sulfur, you have to go a little bit deeper. Also, look, our oxygen is significantly increased. So we want to find these caves. In these caves, you're looking for kind of a red-looking guy. You'll hear him right there. You kind of want to swim away from them because they explode. They can cause a lot of damage to you, but so in this pod where you came out of, you can grab the cave sulfur. That one actually had 2. Often they only have 1. This is quartz as well. And whenever you see stuff, just pick it up. These are eggs. I would ignore them for now. Oh. We got, oh, there's actually quite a few resources. See, these eggs are kind of all over the place. So Oh, getting kind of greedy. You don't want to like go without oxygen. Kind of idea. Oh, and the air bladder, you inflate it and you'll rise to the surface much quicker. So you have to just remember to deflate it. Or is that in the old game? I'm always kind of get confused with the old patches, but you'll figure it out. You won't be able to swim down if your air bladder is extended. Okay. So now we have for the repair tool. So we can create that. We can create, oh sorry, battery here with our acid mushrooms and our copper. And then we can make our scanner. So the scanner is kind of key to learning everything in the game. So to repair, just right click and you'll automatically repair the ship as long as you hold right click. So if you got attacked by that exploding fish, you can grab a medkit here and use it to get yourself back to full health. You can also repair the radio here. There's only 2 things that need to be repaired. And once you repair the radio, you can start getting distress calls. So you will get quite a few transmissions. That used to be the only transition, but you get quite a few. So you can store some of your stuff in here, but my big tip for you guys is actually to make a number of waterproof lockers, even right at the beginning of the game. Use all your titanium and make waterproof lockers. Okay, maybe we can only afford 2, but that's fine. Okay, so now pick cardinal directions. Figure out what you are. What I do is I set one direction as a locker for food. So I'll put my locker in that direction. Another locker, say I want just like titanium. I always put titanium in one direction. Okay? And then when I get another one, I'll just use this one, grab it for an example. Then I'll put like a large number in this direction. Okay? Then I'll name one for each resource. So I'll name one for silicone, name one for like copper, name one for quartz and glass, name one for like some stuff like sulfur that you're not going to get a lot of it is fine, but and then name this one over here titanium. So what's going to happen is you're going to pop out of here and you know you need food, okay? So you know this direction is food. If you plan it different also helps, but you'll get used to your world. But you'll know this direction is food and you can quickly swim to it. Otherwise, if you have them all stacked in one direction, then you have to go by and you have to read them. You're going to have like 20 lockers down here at the start of the game. You don't want to be reading them. Okay, I pop out, I'm like, oh, this one's food, this one's titanium. Or I go, this one's miscellaneous, this one's food, this one's titanium. You can just figure out where all your stuff is right away. So you can start scanning stuff and it will give you hints to the game. So you can read that life and it will say, usually this information is just basic, but then it will say assessment, explorable in computer chip manufacturing. So the way you take advantage of that is you just chop a piece off it and you pick it up. So that's kind of not always obvious to all players. The other thing to that's not always obvious, oops. Okay, let's have to get my direction. It's getting dark. Is to get microfiber, you just chop up a creeper vine. So you just swim to your creeper vine with your knife and just chop away. And again, you can scan it if you would like. So scan it, and I believe it tells you vital alien resource construction applications. So you just start chopping it up. One neat thing about creep vine is if you're really starving, you can't actually eat it. It doesn't provide a lot of food, so you're better off catching fish and eating them. But I don't know, it's up to you. So you can turn that into microwave, which, so my other 2 tips are for catching food, just swim up to them and just try to catch them. I wouldn't chase after a creature once it's already kind of running away from you. Like, for example, I'll get this peeper running. Now I'm chasing this peeper. So I can catch up to it, but it's going to dodge me. What I instead is, see these boomerang? They don't expect me. Just grab it. So that's my recommendation for catching stuff. Just kind of take it by surprise, swim by, and grab it. See, this bladderfish will swim back by me. Just run and grab it. So, I don't have salt yet, but I'll quickly explain it to you. So food, once cooked, goes bad. So once you cook a fish, I can even show you this creep vine, because creep vines go bad really quickly. They're probably already old. See, now they have less food than they started with. Regular fresh fish do not go bad. You can even put them in here. It will never go bad. So you can cook whenever you need. Once it's cooked, it will start going bad. Also, cooked fish does not take H2O. So the best way to get water, you can use bleach, but bleach is really expensive. You want to use bladderfish. Bleach is used in areas where you don't actually, like in bases and stuff, you can kind of farm bleach and you don't have to catch bladderfish. But yeah, you catch bladderfish, you turn them into water. Then you can drink down. So drink deep rather. So computer chips are here. They take quite different things, but that's your coral. And then your fiber mesh. So those are all my basic beginner tips. You can start running around, exploring ruins, and finding new technology and new items. So as you explore, you'll find new stuff, and you just scan it. It's dark, so it's a little bit hard to explore in the dark. But I was just wondering if I could find one real close. The spawn's always random, so I can't know exactly where anything is. But it's just like anything else. You just go up, you scan it. Some things will take 4 or 5 to scan. Some things will take 1. It will often tell you in your blueprints how many something takes before it's researched. See, like the Sea Glide takes 2, where the Mobile Vehicle Babe takes 3. But those are my major tips. Just to give you another demonstration of the aerobladder. So you're quite low and you're starving on oxygen. You just right click and you can ascend extremely quickly, which will save your life. So that's about it. So thanks guys for coming out for Subnautica. We'll be back in the next episode for more. Thanks guys. Later.